Welcome to class, guys. I'm here to go over the solving of systems of equations. There's several methods to do this, being elimination, substitution, but today we're just going to go over elimination. Alright, so here we are. We're going to be using a life application, and this is for solving systems of equations. We'll start with the first method, and we'll just go over the story problem real quick so that we can see what's important to add into the equation. So you're a member of NHS and you're in charge of concessions at a basketball game. That's for you, Miss Nemeth. You're selling hot dogs and sodas. Each hot dog costs $1.50 and each soda costs 50 cents. At the end of the night, you made a total of $78.50. You sold a total of 87 hot dogs and sodas combined. You must report the number of hot dogs and sodas sold. How many hot dogs and sodas were sold? So as we can see in the story problem, the things highlighted are what we find to be important and that we need to be adding into our equation. So we'll start. So we know that X represents hot dogs. And our Y represents soda. Okay, so we'll start by writing the equations. So we know that there's $1.50 for each hot dog. Then we add that to the soda. And we get our total there. Now I'm going to do the second equation in a different color so we can keep track of it through the steps. So we know that we need a total of 87 of the two being sold. So X represents the the hot dogs being sold, and Y is the soda. And we know that we sold 87. Okay. So to solve this, we need a commonality between the equations. So to do this, we're going to multiply this bottom equation by negative 0.5. Then that leads us to our next step. Gotta switch these here. So this top equation stays the same. And then we multiply everything on the bottom by negative 0.5. Those of you with calculators will use those. So we go 87 times 0.5. Then we end up with 43.5, and then we'll just add a 0 so these two stay the same. Then we solve those. These two cancel out because this is negative and this is a positive. Then we can just bring this down here. Sorry, this should be a negative. So then we have 78.5 minus 43.5. We should end up with 35. Then to get x by itself, divide that. That stays the same. Then we should have x equals 35. So we solve for x. Now we need to find what y is. We can take the original equation of x plus y equals 87 to solve for y. So we'll just start writing that over here. So x plus y equals 87. And we know from solving here that x equals 35. So we can just substitute in x since they're equal. Then the next step is to subtract over. Gonna bring up my calculator again. 87 minus 35, it's 52. So we know that there was 35 hot dogs sold and 52 sodas sold. And we can check this by having the original equation. 35 represents x, 52 represents y, 52 plus 35, we get 87. So that's how we know it's correct.